afternoon everyone, welcome to the R.H.S. Chelsea Flower Show 2016. It's a beautiful day here and here we are with Simon Gudgeon, one of my most talented sculptors. Behind him is an exquisite piece called Celeste. Simon, please tell us a little about your inspiration for this wonderful sculpture.
This piece is my second large figurative piece, and it's based on a ballerina called Ksenia who's principal ballerina with the English National Ballet. And when I first came up with the idea of doing a large-scale figurative piece, I didn't want to use the normal method, which is making a pattern and then moulding and casting it using the lost wax method. I actually wanted to make something which was much more ephemeral and would blend in with the surroundings, so I wanted something that you could actually see through and it would fit in with the leaves. And so I came up with the idea of making it out of bronze leaves, each one individually welded together.
How many leaves are there on this stunning piece?
There's about 800 on this one, and they're all welded, and each one is to be welded 3 or 4 times because you've got to weld from the inside and the outside. And because she is so spiky, she does fight back quite a lot, so you actually end up with holes all over you as you're making it.
Simon, it's got the most superb patination, the gradation of colour throughout each individual leaf. How did you achieve that effect?
This is done, patination, essentially you're applying chemicals, different acids to the bronze under heat, and different chemicals will produce different colours. They react with the bronze in a different way. And so if you use copper sulphate, you will end up with a green colour. If you use liver, you'll end up with a brown colour. And so you just keep applying different colours to get that graduation.
Utterly beautiful. Simon, you have shown it off to the most magnificent effect. The backdrop, tell us where your ideas came to create this and how you went about it.
The initial idea was really the waterfall. I wanted a really tall waterfall behind, and then I wanted to really soften it, so I thought a moss wall would be fantastic to come through, and then coming down here to a rill which runs all the way through the stand. And the sound of water, I love working with water. I mean, the other pieces on the stand do that as well, but the sound of water and the reflections you get of water, I think it just makes it a much more relaxing and mellow piece.
And the moss wall, particularly, how are you keeping it moist?
It's got micro misters up on the top which constantly pour out water in a very delicate way, and so the water just constantly drips down and keeps it all looking like it's a little fern moist garden.
And tell me that the aces and the mosses and ferns, that brings it all together. How did you choose these particular plants?
I didn't. No, my wife does all the planting. Monique, she does everything. So once we decided on the moss wall, then everything else she decided on, it all fits together because this is the environment all these plants would be in.
Well, it's a feat of engineering, the backdrop, and the actual sculpture itself is sublime. Thank you very much for sharing your inspiration and allowing us to enjoy this beautiful piece.
Thanks, Corey.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you.